Welcome back to Euro Transfer Talk, and with the January transfer window now wide open, we've got the hottest rumours coming out of the mill. And as always, if you see any other transfer dealings that we don't mention, tweet them to me at Zach Jellub or at EFD Squad with the hashtag Transfer Talk. Now, let's get on with the show. We kick the new year off with an update on the man every club wants, Timo Werner. For the past 2 seasons, we've seen the German linked with a move away, and it seems his time in Germany may be coming to an end. Many publications have stated the 23-year-old is looking for a move this January, and there's a possibility this could happen. It's reported by Kicker that the forward release clause stands between 30 to 60 million euros, meaning if any club were to activate this, they would have free rein to talk to the player. Having previously had links to Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, it now seems like the Premier League is going to be where his future lies, with Chelsea and Manchester United battling it out for his signature. However, it's unlikely Leipzig will allow the German international to leave this month, as they currently sit top of the Bundesliga in their search of their first ever top-flight title. And there's no actual proof his buyout clause is set at this price, and if it is, it does not come into action until the summer. No official press release by RB Leipzig has stated the forwards clause, and after losing out on the race to sign Erling Haaland, they will be in no rush to let go of their star striker. We move on to Juventus now, who look set to try and end Paul Pogba's misery at Manchester United by bringing him back to Turin this January. The Frenchman's desire to leave United is well documented, with his agent Mino Raiola stating recently how his player needs to be at a title-winning club. And Juventus would definitely be able to offer that, having claimed the Serie A title for 8 consecutive seasons. Pogba would have no issue settling in back at the Italian Giants, having rose to stardom during the 4 successful seasons there between 2012 and 2016. But any move for the Frenchman would involve a ridiculous amount of money, with the Red Devils reportedly set to demand a fee in the region of £100 million for their star midfielder. And it is this heavy price tag that has continuously deterred Real Madrid from moving for the World Cup winner, having already splashed over £276 million last summer. While Madrid has often been touted as Pogba's dream move, with Zidane also very keen on the transfer, financial fair play has hindered their ability to make a deal happen. But both Juve and Los Blancos do possess players that would interest Manchester United, so a player swap is not unforeseeable. With Emre Can, Sami Khedira and Demiral reportedly available from Juventus, and Isco, James Rodriguez and Gareth Bale the same at Madrid, there are ways to negotiate around the English club's huge demand. The question would then be whether these players could be convinced to head to Old Trafford. Despite only making 8 appearances this year, at his peak, Pogba is a world beater that would improve any squad. If Juventus or Real Madrid can find the funds to make a move happen, then the Frenchman could finally see his wish come true and leave United this winter. Just before we move on to our next transfer story, if you guys want to keep up to date with every move that could happen in January, make sure you're subscribed to Eurofootball Daily and have hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Now, one of the main questions for the January transfer window is whether or not Christian Eriksen will finally leave Tottenham Hotspur. This prolonged transfer saga could reach its conclusion this winter, with a number of clubs showing interest in the Danish star. Inter Milan are reportedly the latest club to make contact with the midfielder, joining the likes of Juventus, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United and Real Madrid chasing the Dane. Eriksen has apparently told new boss Jose Mourinho of his desire to leave this month, despite being able to leave on a free in 6 months' time when his contract expires. This means that his admirers may have to move quick to seal a deal for the attacking midfielder, with the Metro reporting that Spurs are set to listen to bids as low as £17 million for one of their prized assets. Should Eriksen decide to head to the San Siro, he would join a side reborn under Antonio Conte. Despite bowing out from the Champions League, they currently sit top of Serie A and look set to push Juventus all the way for the title. Manchester United have been very open in their admiration of the former Ajax man. The lack of Champions League football could continue to hinder their appeal. And back in the summer, it seemed that Real Madrid was his likely destination, though any move for Eriksen would likely end their pursuit of Zidane's dream target, Paul Pogba. While his £17 million price tag could easily rise, it would be a small price to pay for one of the Premier League's most complete players. But whatever happens, Eriksen will be free to talk with non-Premier League clubs as of this month, meaning his next step should be apparent in the very near future. The stunning arrival of Norwegian wonderkid Erling Braut Haaland at Borussia Dortmund could spell bad news for their current striker, Paco Alcacer, who reportedly wants out from the Signal Iduna Park. Despite a stunning first season in Germany that saw the Spaniard score 18 in just 26 appearances last year, the goals have well and truly dried up for the former Barcelona man this season. Having scored 5 in the first 4 games of the campaign, he is yet to score since, and this goal drought has seen him marginalised from the Borussia starting 11, with coach Lucien Favre often preferring Julian Brandt over him, with Mario Götze or Marco Reus in a false 9 role. The Daily Mail are reporting that Alcacer has set his sights on a return to La Liga, with Atletico Madrid a possible destination. Atleti are in the market for a forward, and had been heavily linked with PSG benchwarmer Edison Cavani, but the availability of Alcacer could change that plan, with the Spaniard 6 years younger than his Uruguayan counterpart. And with Dortmund apparently willing to listen to offers between 25 and 34 million pounds for Alcacer, he could prove to be much better value for money than Cavani, who would likely command huge wages for his services. While his fitness is often called into question, at his peak the Spanish international is an efficient and reliable scorer, and this is something Atletico desperately need, having managed just 20 goals in La Liga so far, the 13th worst in the competition. Alcacer has made no secret of his desire to return to Spain, but that day may be arriving in the very near future. Next we head to Arsenal, where new boss Mikel Arteta has got his sights set on Juventus star Adrien Rabiot, as he begins an overhaul of the Gunners squad. In fact, the Daily Star reporting that the Spaniard is such a big fan of the Juventus midfielder that he has personally called him to try and entice him to the Emirates. Arsenal's midfield could appear completely different by the end of January, with Granit Xhaka and Lucas Torreira reportedly both pushing for moves away from the club to Hertha Berlin and Napoli respectively, and Arteta views Rabiot as the perfect replacement to fill that space in the midfield. The Frenchman has seen his career stumble in recent years. After falling out with Thomas Tuchel during the second half of the 2018-19 season at PSG, Rabiot has struggled to exert his influence in Turin among a packed midfield. Competing with the likes of Miralem Pjanic, Aaron Ramsey, Sami Khedira and Emre Can, with more players in the reserves, Rabiot has played just over 500 minutes from a possible 1,530 this season. And Juve are allegedly open to selling the troubled star, having set a price of just £25 million. That would mark an excellent return for a player they signed on a free just 6 months ago. During his best years at Paris, Rabiot did manage a passing accuracy average of 91%, as well as 3.5 interceptions per game, meaning he would add the bite and tenacity Arteta has openly asked for from the Gunners midfield. With Xhaka out of favour and Torreira yet to truly fulfil his potential, the Frenchman could be an excellent addition if he can be enticed to swap Serie A for the Premier League. So that was this week's Euro Transfer Talk. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. As I said earlier, if we've missed out any other transfers, please send them to us on Twitter. If you want to see more Euro Football Daily content, click on screen right now. And as always guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Bye.